Happy New Year to everyone. This is the first episode of the year, so I'm wishing you a wonderful 2020 and an amazing new decade. I wish you nothing but the best and all that you wish for yourself this new year and this new decade. And for this online series, I wanted to share this news with everyone that I've done a little bit of rebranding. If you follow my Instagram page, which is gift_Patrick_, you will notice I put on daily quotes every day. That will remain my daily dose of inspiration and positive affirmation. For the conversations that I put out, the videos, the interviews, I'm rebranding and calling it a conversation with Gift Patrick. Yeah, it's called a conversation with Gift Patrick's logos and all of the title cards are in progress, and once they are done, I can't wait to share them with you. I thank everyone who have been watching this program. I hope you keep watching. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube page channel yet, please do. You can find the link on my Instagram profile, and if you are not on Instagram, my YouTube channel is Gift Patrick. Yes, you can find it on Gift Patrick. And if you are watching this episode, at the end of it, you can also find the name of my YouTube channel as well as all my other social platforms. So yes, let's talk about the topic of today. The topic I have today, and I think it was also the first quote I put out this year, is living a life of principle. Yes, it's a really important thing that I think not very many of us pay attention to, and I hope that by the end of this video you are able to learn something and be intentional when it comes to your principle. The life of principle can give you what I call a navigation to life. I always see principle as my Google map. So imagine 50, 30, 40 years ago when there was no Google map that can help you go everywhere. How driving around or like trying to locate a place was so difficult because there's no direction, there's nothing that will help you, guide you. But now with Google Map, all you need to do is type in your location and you drive smoothly to where you're going. You can even travel to strange places that you don't know with no help. With your Google Map, with your phone, you can able to locate where you're going to. Easy breezy. Google Map. So that's principle for you. With principle, I feel like that is the Google Map to your life. With principle, you have direction, you have consistency, you have identity. I'm going to start with the direction. With the principle that you have in life, it sets the tone for the things that attracts you, the things that attracts to you, and the things that you're attracted to, because that's like how you think. What's the definition of principle? Is what guides our judgment, our intentions, our approach to things. So definitely, if you have no principle, or if you are someone that just goes with the wind, you can go any direction. You're just like the era where there was no Google Map. Trying to get somewhere is always going to be difficult because you can get easily distracted by anything. But when you are living a life of intentional principle, you have your set rules. Of course, we are always the most constant thing in life is change. So I'm not saying have a set principle and don't change and don't learn or grow. No, I am always constantly learning and evolving. But there are definitely things that becomes your identity. Is what people know you for. You are trusted because they know no matter what, no matter the circumstances, this person has principle and they will never break it. So your friends trust you, and there are certain things that will be going on. People will like, I'm calling David because I know David, this is David's strength. This is when it comes to this type of issues, David is the best person to rely on because they know your principle, they know your life, they know who you are, they know how you address things, how you think about things. When it comes to maybe situation Z, they'll be like, this is not something you want to call David for. Let's call James. So what I'm trying to say is, when you live a life of principle, one thing that is sure is you are directional because your principle are guiding you. You have your Google Map to life. It's easy for you to navigate through situations. 2, you are living a life of clear identity. People know what you are. They can easily recognize when something is done, like, oh, that seems like what David would do. And when certain things happen and they're like, David did that, they're like, I don't think that's the David I know. I don't know if you're understanding what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you have been living a life of no clear principle, no intention to what you are doing, I want you to take time this year to write it out. What are the things that I can't really change no matter the situation? Even if I was dying tomorrow, I would never do this. You have to write it down. No situation can change me, change my ideology about this way of thinking in life or this way of approaching things. I'm a caring person, that's who I am. That's your principle. I'm not the one that will ever take away from someone else. That is my principle. Write it down. Make sure that it reflects in everything that you are doing. And that is going to guide the kind of friends you have. That's going to guide the kind of books you read. That's going to guide the kind of job. There are certain job offers that will come your way and you'll be like, thank you, but I don't think this works with my personality or this works with my principle. Like, I can't do this kind of job no matter the amount of money I'm being paid, because it doesn't align with my principles and my morals. So again, who are you as a person? It depends on the principles that you've defined for yourself, that you've grown for yourself, that you've kind of adapted in your life. And if you know your principles, you can easily know the areas where you are lacking. You can easily know the areas where you need to adjust in your life and make changes and grow. But if you don't know all of these things, if you are not working intentionally, there is no direction, there is no basic principles that is guiding you in life, there's a lot of chances for failure. But when you know all of these things, then you have a map to where you are going. It might take a longer time than Thomas is or John is, but this is David's principle, this is David's way, and you're going to take it slow, little by little, and you're going to get to your destination. Again, that doesn't mean that you can't learn. That doesn't mean you can't grow. That doesn't mean your principle can be advanced. It's just like being in school. Your principle can be in level A, and you meet other people on your path who can tell you, oh, this principle level A is good, but you can get to level B, and it doesn't change the basic of your principle, but it just takes it to the next level. So let me quickly recap what I've just said. What I've said is, this year, let's live a life of principle, because it becomes your identity, and it becomes your guide to life, which is like a Google map to just living in this life. Clear direction, and people can know your intentions. Sometimes you might do something wrong and they'll be like, I don't think she meant it that way because I've known this person for a while. But if you have no clear principle, no clear intention, no clear guide, it's difficult for people to vouch for you. It's difficult for people to know who your real person is, because you're constantly changing. So I hope by the end of this episode you've learned something, and you take time to rethink, what are my basic principles, what are my principles in life, and if I don't have one, I think I need to put one together. I think I need to write some down and start living a life of principle, of intention. And I believe by the end of the year you will see the difference, just living life with no clear intention, with no guided principle, versus this year when you were able to put a pen and paper together to write, what are the things, what are the rules that are going to guide me this year. So more stories, more conversations will be coming on this channel. Again, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube page. My Instagram page has amazing quotes every day that would guide you, just reassure you of what your day is going to look like or not look like. It all starts with how we think from the inside. And I hope those quotes that you see every day on my Instagram page, if you haven't followed me yet, you can follow me at gift_Patrick_ on Instagram and on Facebook, and just get those daily quotes to get you going. Thank you. I'll see you in the next episode. I will be having a very special guest. I will be having a great conversation. Make sure you come back and listen to that. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.